Okay, this seems to be Summerford Farms. Let's get in here. Stale one, I believe we're looking for. Ah, purple shirted guy, I guess. Hello. Ah, you must be the adventurer Baderon promised to send along. Zest Flower Salber, was it? You honoured his word, so it's a good start. I'm Stelwern, the old bastard, as Baderon likely described me, and here's my humble orchard. Good number of lads and lasses working here want to terrorise the high seas. If you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Melb's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working in the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to trade them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Okay, still one. Well, let's see how I can help you. Stelwern, owner of Summerford Farms, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for the tasks he has in mind. I have a mind to set you a task, Flower Saber. But before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. It might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. I think I'm fine. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Part of my gear is not passing muster right now. That would be my headpiece. There we go. Apparently, Stelwern not a fan of the feathers. Let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ordinary lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you'll have a little trouble getting their attention. I will grab that axe, thank you very much. Let's check out the heft of this axe. Very nice. We'll put back our feather on. Okay, well, as soon as you think I'm suitably geared, what else do you have for me? Ah, Flausauer. That aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since we last met. Since we last met, I've been here like the whole time. Anyway, I hope I've read you alright. For I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? I'd say probably. Stelwern, the owner of Summerford Farms, has a task for a competent adventurer, but you'll do. So. Good to hear. Now I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You all have heard rumours about of the abductions. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa, as if plucked from the face of Hydaelyn, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavoury fellows with azure tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinised by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced they're the kidnappers of rumour come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry and their work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. It's a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Yeah. Good lad. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start resembling a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Seasong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, Flailsaber. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? I mean, I'm sure I'll be fine. Probably. Hopefully. We shall see, won't we? Yes, you would like some orange juice, thank you very much. But I can't even rely on these rotten pirates to pick these ripe oranges, yet if I leave them a day longer they're like to fall from the bars. Mayhap you can grab a few for me if you're not afraid of a pesky hornet or two, are you? I think I'll be fine. Let's see what we're up against here. Check my map. I should have... Yep. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm sure the hornets will be fine to deal with this new axe I've got. Not the most exciting adventure work, but it pays. And I am not a fan of wasps, so anything I can do to cull their population is a plus for me. Right. Have at ye, you big giant waspy bastard. Well, easy enough. I'll report that job well done when I get back. Anyway, let's go see what I can find about these possible kidnappers. Seasong Grotto, was it? I believe it's over here. The map is to be believed. Down from here. Oh, I see. The entrance is here. Oh, I never said I was the greatest at reading a map. I'll get there in the end. Okay, what's down here? Oh, you guys are on my hunting log, so take a few of you out. Stop you harassing the population. Okay, that'll do. Right, let's check this monument out. Let's see what we have here. This is a bit suspicious. I wonder what's going on.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am
hello?
the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die.
I mean, should I appreciate a poetry reading?
Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
Oh, well, can't say I mind the attention, but yes, probably me.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark.
Maybe.
Or perhaps not.
I mean, I hope that's not the kidnapper, because that is terrifying.
As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Well, I'm sure we'll be able to deal with this together. You look like you probably have a few magical tricks up your sleeve, so let's go. I gotta say my axe isn't doing much here. I sense something awry with this creature. Be on your guard. Well, could be that he's tough as old boots. This is going to take a while. Chopping wood with a pencil. Oh, I'll deal with these. That's those unwelcome guests dealt with. Back to these. Oh, okay. I'll be fine. You just deal with the big guy while I take these guys up. Oh, he's almost down, I think. And there we go.
Phew!
Well, that was a bit strict. What's this all about? Pretty crystal. Maybe I can, you know, get a bit of money. Or maybe I should leave. No. is going on here?
Hear, feel, think.
This reminds me of that dream I had earlier.
Crystal bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Awake again? Are we?
Yeah.
Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction.
It was a little weird.
I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
Not exactly. Like it's big crystal and...
I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Thanks for your... You never told me your name? Okay. Well... that was strange. Let's... Yeah, let's just head back on, shall we? I'm sure it was nothing. Probably just, you know, stress from the battle and stuff. But, yeah. A clear night out at least, which is nice. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Let's just move on. Been a weird night overall. Okay, first of all, let's hand over these oranges. Surprised they didn't get completely crushed in the fight, but they seem to be fine. Look at those luscious oranges brimming with nectar. They could drop any second. There you go. A sweet citrus fruit known to thrive in temperate climate of Middle Lenosia. This particular specimen seems to have thrived quite a bit. Ah, ripe to perfection. How sweet it is. If that lackadaisical lot of retired pirates comes down with scurvy, it'd serve them right. Just goes to show you can't teach an old sea dog new tricks. You'd think the Admiral would know that. No. Probably, but I would appreciate that orange juice. Ooh. And I feel like I might be at a sufficient level to do a few more of my guild challenges. I'll get to that later. How sober. Right glad I am to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 hells breaking loose near the grotto. I feared I'd sent you to your death. You were in the middle of that commotion. I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you wished your life for naught. Yeah, have a look at this knife. From cutting rope to removing barnacles, from gutting fish to gutting boarders, on a ship there are thousands of uses for a knife. A blade pulled from the back of the creature you slew at the cave, eh? Aye, I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back into a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set mad and Gobu on you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. Also some really weird stuff going on. You met someone else at the Grow, a woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Ishtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies at the Aoife often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you. She's pretty enough. But she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers, you may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Flosauber. If you weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Well, I will certainly try my best, sir. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how much one person can do, but No reason not to try. Stelwan's up in arms as his hired hands are nowhere to be found. That sea sloth Severin and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stelwan would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Alright, let's go grab these lot then. Where you at? Hello. Work? Can't work when my hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last gill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Swill wine. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stelwan's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Okay, well. Man, there's a few of these to find. Oh, let's get to it then. In here? There'll be a no. Maybe outside the gate. Aha! Hiding over there. Ugh, how am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess what I had for breakfast. Oh no. Breadsticks. What? Gods, how'd you know? It's my breath, isn't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. I know why you're here. I'd just as soon get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. Alright. Where's these other two at? 3 out, sorry, can't count. Right. All the way out here, eh? Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? I don't know, skirmishing? You bet your beard I did, lad. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. Well, one does what one must. Oh, I see you up there. Cannot escape my gaze. So, Stelwan sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? I've saucier seeds to sow? Damn right. Didn't get where I am by taking guff by any glorified gardeners. But I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. Don't take any guff, eh? Sure thing, boss. Alright, one more. Check over yonder. Yeah. Oh, look. Severin himself. Hi, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand boy now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. Even. Oh, you're a pleasant fellow. Glad to have met you and all that. Oh, let's head back to the captain. Right, I think I've rounded most of them up. You continue to impress, lad. All but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours, he squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more time than I can count. But rest assured, next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt where all such worms belong. Stelwan worries his sack of oranges will not reach the Fragran checkpoint as planned. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Well, until now I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I'm full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be at least surprised if it were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find out and confront that bastard for me, Flowsober. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Alright, I can do that. Yeah, you with your fancy flying chocobo. One day I'll be able to afford one of my own. Just got to keep working at it. Till then, let's go find out what this Severin's doing. Some goblins here. Nope, not amongst them. Yeah, hello Severin. See you over there. Bloody hells, I'm up the straight without a paddle. Guess I doubt that somehow. Or I doubt what you're up to anyway. What's this now? Stalwin sent you for the oranges. Huh. So the old bugger had known all this time. What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventurer types, alright? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. I mean, if they're in trouble, go save them. It's not really as a favour to you. No, yeah, they look like they're in a little bit of trouble. Ready for this? Okay, is that enough? I mean, there's only two goblins, guys. I mean, come on. Oh. Up you go. I owe you one. Would have gotten me away myself if it were not for Severin shoving me aside. Bloody hell. Severin sent you? Huh, the way he flew out of here, I was sure he'd sold us down the river. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. Sure. Severin, maybe you should buy that little guy a sandwich or something. Anything better than breadsticks. You saved me, mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to a scene and send in my regards. Yeah. You're an interesting guy, Severin. We'll just leave it at that, shall we? Alright, let's take these oranges to where they're destined. You are seen? What have we here? Delivery from Summerford Farms as scheduled. Ah, there's a first time for everything. A burlap bag packed chock full of juicy ripe Lenosian oranges. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here, Stourman's payment in full. With you, I can trust that I'll reach him. Okay. So, save us a bit of a run. Let's give this teleport spell a go. Not the most efficient use of money, but you know, it's quick. And I'm not being paid by the hour. Back in one piece. That's a relief. How did you fare, Flaushauber? Payment for the sack of Lenosian oranges. Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though I'd be telling you false if I'd claimed I'd not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favour of those god's-forsaken goblins. Sorry, I missed that bit. I must have spaced out. No worries. Let's try on this new top I've gotten. It's warm, I'll give it that. I don't think I'll have any problems getting anything hot out of an oven anytime soon. Gurkant seeks fertile soil to improve the yields of his newly ploughed fields. Blast, at this rate the crops will never be ready for harvest. Only we had black loam, just a bit could send our stalks soaring. Bet Rotweeder, even, knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay a visit in the orchard. Sure. Yes, I think I'll have to definitely work on getting a chocobo as soon as I am able to. I believe you have to join the grand companies for that though, so... Well, gotta work my reputation up. That Gurkant's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled on by the Aurochs that dwell there. Once you're 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Prefwal at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Aurochs, eh? Well, let's see. Shouldn't be too hard to get. Okay. These pirates. Who's been marked on my list. Oh, some of you have. Well, looks like we're going to have a bit of a fight on our hands. Oh, this might hurt. would be good not to alert everyone in the camp possessed, but what can you do at this point? Oh dear. Oh, I think we'll be okay. This fine fellow here is helping us along. And we'll give him a hand before we leave. Right, thank you for your help. I think you've got that one. Oh. Actually, I'll keep an eye on it. Thought as much. But let's get out of here before any others give me hassle. Do a few moments respite before I get this black loam out of here. Anyway, how many Aurochs do we have to deal with exactly? Oh, you guys are actually on my list, so kill two birds with one stone while I'm out here. So how many of those I needed to get? I guess at least one more. Oh, there's one. Can deal with you on the way out. So yeah, not the most exactly exciting work we're doing here, but needs must. I think that's enough for my list. Oop. I'll leave you to it. Okay. Right, I think oh no. It's probably too far to teleport. Well, I guess we're running. Get a bit of that fresh Lenosian air. Let's take a wide berth around these pirates though. Seems to be no end to them. Okay, so who wants this black loam? You look like a possibility. Ah, even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. Oh, have some of this black loam. Quite literally, a steaming sack of shites. Lovely. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Oh, don't tell me. Gurkant and Rotweeder neglected to mention where black loam comes from. I mean, I kind of gathered, but no, they didn't mention it. Well, surely you figured it out in your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Aurochs' lair, of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. No worries, just I'll take that wristband off your hands there. I think it's a better wristband than what I'm wearing, however, so yeah. Ooh, can get a nice shiny new axe off this guy. confounded pirates, they know nothing of tilling, only killing. Stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. Oh, you're a poet and you didn't know it. They're biting the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself. I hadn't sworn to Stalwart that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. I can do that. Ah. Seems to be a lot of them over here. Let's sort this out, shall we? Help a few people out as we go. Enough, eh? Go on. Get the hell out of here. Okay. Anyway. I believe we have the tools you're looking for. Wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Without tools like these, the tillers who frequent tillers' rests would have a hard time tilling. True. Very true. Ah, good to see the tools back in serviceable condition. Which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Despite him meeting the pirates in secret I did, I couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work, but when he consorts with cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Stalwart ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, will you? I can do that. I could teleport back, but I think it'll be similarly a similar amount of time spent just running. So we'll get our legs a bit of a workout. You could have at least, you know, settled down the path, so we wouldn't have to climb this bloody steep hill every time. But I guess I shouldn't complain. Pirates making off with our tools. Frefwile did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Alright, we'll take that axe gladly. Ah. Wow. Have a nice shiny new axe. We'll see how it cut things. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lad, and you've never once let me down. Yet what I ask of you now goes beyond all I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Yes. Sure, why not? The Stalwart has reasons to believe that Severin is up to no good. Something must be done. I agree. It eases my mind to have you here. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in a manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. Suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd try asking Greenweed at the Aetheryte. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. I will endeavour to ask. Excuse me, miss. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for the Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. I told them I would rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give him a cuff round the ear from me, will you? Yeah, I can probably do that favour for you. I'll give him 2 cuffs, in fact. 1 each with both sides of my axe. Anyway, where are we heading? It's a bit of a trek. But I'm sure we'll make it in double time. Oh, clouding over a bit. Let's hope it doesn't start raining. Not sure this gear is bloody waterproof. Well, definitely an adventurer's life is definitely an exercise. It's to be sure. Anyway, where are we at here? It's around here, right? Oh. Alma, was it? Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. Don't get no lower than that. Of course I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You gotta help them. Okay. Is he trying to get him kidnapped? He's in league with the kidnappers, maybe. Said he received a letter, eh? Maybe they've got something on him. Severin did say he looked hunted after all. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you feel better. All the sorry bastards are never done for. Okay. Well, Severin is not looking too peachy over there. Let's go help his friend first. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's debt. To arms! Yeah? Lead the way, sir. Give you as much hand as I can. A true knave, you betray even yourself, Severin. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. You are they who betrayed the Serpent Reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Unhand him, lest I have to smack you around with my axe. Coming behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honest wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. The hell is this guy? O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I might smite mine enemies. Okay. Yeah, I figured you'd probably run. Well, let's deal with this. Right. You don't look too tough. I mean, you're large. You're strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Yeah. I think I'll be fine. Where's that cloak guy? Impossible. Never has the golem been so sorely tested. It's about to be sorely bested in a second. There we go. Now where are you? That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Seem to have lost him. That's annoying. Well, see how 7's doing. Oh, Stola. Snake slithered away. I'm only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Ugh, what the hell? Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Liminson factions. Whom then do they serve? Beast tribes? Surely not. The timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagan and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. Question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But always yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise. Well, this is in the past. While the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Wall foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature immutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see Aether. Yet, Now that I do, I begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlayan seem commonplace. Here for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes the Great Hole in the Sea its training ground. Join the celebrations. Wait, disturbance in the aetheric flow, but whence does it emanate? See some grotto, perhaps? Sure what the time period there was. And what the hell was that vision in the first place? What have we here? Can you walk? "'Tis I. Regrettably no, he eluded me." "Understood. I will inform the Commodore." "You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered?" 7 years apprised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. Golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattoo wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Sahagan. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stoutworn will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray, pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Istola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the aether in hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owed you my life, but I don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. It's a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, I'll face the consequences of my actions, I think he said. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me, mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Until our paths cross next, farewell. Yeah, well, it's nice to see you again. I guess we'll probably end up seeing each other again before long. But anyway, I can probably teleport back. Save myself bit of a run. I'll definitely be getting a lot of use out of this teleport spell. Well, hello Severin. And yours an all adventurer. I've caused more than my fair share of trouble during my time here. Not that you need telling. Okay, Stoutworn. Lo. Knew you'd return. Stola delivered Severin a bit ago. Tells you your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too. A lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that. That and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. A fraud to Sahagan, 7 Hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're naught but the fishback's flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see, but the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back they started snatching law-abiding Laminsons. I'd only taken my oath when the captain bent the knee to his new Sahagan masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name and found myself a new home. Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long round here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. Penalty for my desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for me mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. Aye, you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that I do, so I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, stay one. That was touching. Oh, you a debt too, Zest. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of me farm. If I could ask one more favour of you, it would be this. Tell Baderon what's happened, from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put a good word in for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I can possibly ask you. Safe travels, son. Okay. Well, we will head back to Baderon. I think I could just teleport there. Well, return there. Again, that teleport or return spells coming in useful. Right. The wench. I could probably do a drink or two myself when this is all wrapped up. Ho, Baderon. Bloody hells, life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. Yellow Jacket as hands out punishments is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to keel hauling. Kindly gentle he is. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now it sounds like you've done everything old Stourwen asked of you and more, justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lad. As for a reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How'd you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room on board? Don't mind if I do. Venturing's a trying business after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and then tend to end up with broken ones, and take it from me, fighting ain't nearly as so much as fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be free bed for your ears, so make use of it. I definitely will do that. Not that you'll have much time for laying around, what with all the leaves you'll be doing. Oh, didn't I mention I'm putting your name down for leaves. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of old jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labour. Just give to Mockery a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. She'll always have some task or other for you to do. Oh, good to know. Oh, and it's all above board in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here, unlike some pirates I can mention. I tell you, if it turns out they had aught to do with their kidnappings, there'll be 7 L's to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning. Yep, that's what Limsa needs though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to right it. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. I will do so. Format lad, and welcome to the Drowning Wench. Consider me a place your home away from home. This town's famous for letting any bugger and try that again. Baderan, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, has a suggestion to put you on the road towards new adventures. How do you fare, Zest? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea where you might try it next. Have you heard of the Skylift out in Middle Lenosia? If you have visited Woad Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. Yeah, I think I went there. To save old Severin. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face. Hard labour that, and I hear they could use an enterprise's soul to pick up the odd jobs that no other bugger has time to deal with. Oh, wonderful. Track down the head of the operation, bloke by the name of Worklet, and he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. Well, cannot wait. I will be sure to head there shortly.